Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back inside the StreamYard Studios. I am Jake. Welcome into the StreamYard Studios. We are very excited. Another doubleheader interview for you guys today, ladies and gentlemen. We have Miss Sidney Ehler is going to be joining me, and of course we have Samantha Shep, who's going to be joining me later on at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. So I cannot wait. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing, and I'm very excited. So once again, welcome to the StreamYard. In case you guys don't know what StreamYard is, it is the perfect platform for you guys to get a chance to do either business meetings or interviews or even get a chance to do podcasts. Make sure you guys head on over to StreamYard.com and make sure you guys try your free trial today and get a chance to check out StreamYard and see what you guys think and see what you guys know. But yet, I encourage you guys. It's really awesome. StreamYard has been a very awesome place. Been very good to us ever since we first started this thing. Almost about pretty much been about a month now. Ready to be on 2 months, and I find it crazy the fact that we get a chance to do. We have 3 interviews today. We have Sidney that's going to be joining me here in a few. We have Samantha later on at 5 o'clock. And, of course, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, we get a chance to do an interview with Miss Carly. It's going to be incredible. I'm very excited about this. All 3 of these women are incredible in their own way. And what's so special about Sidney is that, I remember last weekend, I seen Shamir Pusua, and she pretty much tagged her, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm like, if she just fought in her very first fight, I'm like, I want to get a chance to get her on. I want to get a chance to have, pretty much all of that incredible knowledge that she deserves. I mean, she deserves all the credit where credit's due. She got a chance to fight in the cage, and it's really incredible. We'll get a chance to ask her, plenty more. So before she joins me, if you guys have any questions for her, I encourage you guys make sure you send in your questions, send in your comments, anything you guys want to say before she gets a chance to join me. A very huge, incredible person that she is. She is a tremendous fighter. I got a chance to check out a couple of clips, and she is amazing. For just a rookie, she is just amazing already. And we'll get a chance to ask her about that. We'll get a chance to ask her, since she is a part of the LGBTQ community, she is the first person to actually get a chance to be from that community to join me. So it's really an awesome honor. And of course, real quick to show my support, I'm going to be repping the T-shirt to show her, our support. So pretty much, if you guys are interested in sending in your questions, sending in your comments, please be sure to send them your way because we are very excited. Fortunately, since we still are on the free trial, we can't really get a chance to post anything. But either way, though, let's not waste any time. Please help me welcome in a woman who just had her first win last weekend. A woman who's going to be pretty much making grounds, making moves all over the place. She's incredible. She's amazing. Please help me welcome in my guest at this time, Miss Sidney Ehler.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I cannot complain. I'm glad I'm here. Glad you invited me.
I'm glad you get a chance to join me, especially after the busy week that it's been. First of all, I want to say congratulations on your win last weekend.
Thank you very much. It was a long time coming, I tell you what.
Well, we'll definitely get a chance to hear all of how you started and everything. And by the way, I will already now, if you try to move the camera around, it's a little bit reversed. If you go right, it goes left. Either way, though.
Okay,
so,
perfect.
So first of all, once again, I did tell you I'll show my support.
Repping, I like it.
I have to show my support to you, and I gotta tell you, before we get a chance to start, how's things been going? I mean, you've been doing anything since the fight was over? You got a chance to train? What's all been happening here lately?
I've been eating a lot of BS, stuff that I shouldn't be eating. That's what I've been really working on.
You've been eating a lot of candy as of late.
Yeah.
You're trying to get all. You're trying to get all the sweets back in.
Yeah, absolutely. Although I didn't really stop, but
I mean, it's like an addiction. Once we start, it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop.
That's the perks of being a middleweight. I don't really have to worry about it.
I mean, that is very true. So I think we all want to get a chance to know is what inspired you to start fighting?
Okay. So it's kind of a long story. I started like jiu-jitsu when I was 14. I started doing soccer for a really long time. I did that for about 12 years. and I was getting carded all the time because I was super aggressive. So my dad was like, all right, we got to find you something else because you're a little too aggressive. So he took me to this jujitsu gym, and I fell in love with it ever since.
Sorry about that. That was really incredible. And of course, I got a chance to ask you earlier before we got a chance to get on is that you trained with a couple of different coaches.
Yeah.
How much do they mean to you, and talk about how much of an impact they made to you?
All right, so I have a boxing coach. His name is John Faust. He really turned my like kickboxing and like my striking, turned it into like a different level. Like I started with him about 2 years ago, and he's like one of the best coaches I've ever had. Like a great mentor. I can talk to him about pretty much anything. He reminds me of Mickey from Rocky. Like he looks just like him. So. And then I also have some coaches at my team, NKI, North Knox Ishinru. I've been with them for about 4 years. And then I recently came in contact with Shamir. And she has been a great mentor because, I mean, she's pretty popular around here locally and everything. So, yeah, I started with her. And it's just been a really cool, like, we have a really cool vibe, I guess, how I should describe it. We have a good relationship. Like she's very, I don't know, just super cool coaches all around. I have a great
Yeah.
time.
And of course, I do gotta send a shout out to Shamir. She got to
Yes.
join me earlier about a couple months ago, and she has been phenomenal. She's incredible. So shout out to Shamir Priscilla because she's just awesome. I mean, you see how much of an impact she's made on me, and of course on Sidney as
Very
well.
much so.
Well, while you're training, there's always obviously while you're training, there's always been the easiest parts and there's also been the toughest parts. In your own perspective, what has been the toughest part about training in your own perspective?
The cardio. I have the cardio is what gets me. I love getting hit and I love hitting people, so it's the cardio. It kills me every time, especially when I'm so tired.
It's like once when you get done with cardio, it's like you want to be able to just go and relax, but instead you have to keep on punching people.
Yep, exactly like that.
Absolutely. So yet, we all have something that's been encouraging us to be able to continue with what we're doing. Whether for me, it's like interviewing, or you for when it comes to fighting. So, what has been your biggest encouragement to get out of bed and go train like you do every day?
I want to be the best in the world. That's what it is. I don't know. I feel like I can do it, so I'm gonna just keep going, trying.
Absolutely, and of course, in the words of Christine Vieira, the bare knuckle strawweight champion, she said this. She says, "Think like a champion, act like a champion," and and these mindsets that you have, you got to be able to think like a champion every single day.
Yeah, I do. I have no plan B. This is it.
I
Plan
like
A
that.
only.
Plan A only. Forget Plan B. Don't even think
Yeah, there's
about.
no such thing.
Yeah, there's no Plan B on that one. Not even Plan C.
Nope.
Well, Joe, I gotta ask you this. So, whenever you decided to fight, I know you have an incredible amount of support. You have so much tremendous amount of people that love and care about you. When you decided to fight, what was the reaction like from those surrounding you whenever you made your decision?
They're like, yeah, makes sense. Sounds about right. They weren't really surprised. They were
They
like,
were
yeah.
like, if you just want, if you're this aggressive, I mean, hey, go take it out on someone else. Just don't take it out on other people, but the person that
Exactly.
you're caged with. Well, I gotta ask you this: is that when you got told you got a chance to be able to do your first fight, like you did this last weekend, what was going through your mind? The fact that you finally got a chance to be able to have the shot of going into the cage, unexpectedly, most kickboxing matches will be inside a cage or inside a ring, but what was going through your mind whenever you got a chance to be able to have the call for this fight?
Finally, baby. Finally. It's been a long time coming, I tell you what. I was just excited, super stoked. That's all I really could say.
Whenever I hear that, you might as well cue the rocks finally, especially when it comes to that time.
Exactly.
Oh man, but I'm gonna tell you this. So let's go ahead and get forward. It's fight day. Before you even step into the arena, what was going through your mind? I mean, was there a lot of adrenaline, a lot of goosebumps? What was going through your mind on fight day?
Well, it was a whole lot of calm. It was like really weird. It was like I spend a lot of time like meditating and like working on like my inner anxiety that I get. So I was super calm and I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here pretty much. I obviously was like nervous. There's a little bit of nerves there, but for the most part, I was just super calm.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, we all go through a lot of anxiety. On the week of the fight week. I mean, was your anxiety pretty much got into your head, thinking like, what if I don't do good? What if I don't do bad? Do you ever had just a lot of thoughts before fight day?
Well, I did have a couple. Like I was just like a little nervous. I was mostly nervous about my cardio. I was like, we'll see how she holds up because I'm pretty confident in my striking because I have been doing it for so long. So I wasn't too nervous about like not performing to the expectations I have in my head. So I was like, the cardio though, I was like, if it goes 3 rounds, we'll see.
I mean, it definitely went your way. I mean, talk about that. You finally get a chance to be able to have the fight. You went out there, and I saw a couple of clips, and you looked phenomenal. You looked incredible. I'm not exaggerating. You looked tremendous in your fight. Talk about that fight, especially whenever you got a chance to be able to go 3 rounds, I believe, and you finally get a chance to have your arm raised.
Well, I gotta give like hats off to my opponent because she was 42 and had been training for 3 years. And let me tell you, she was a tough fight. She was a really tough fight. I'm so glad I had her as my first fight though, so I could really test my limits and see where I'm at. Um, it was awesome. I had honestly no idea if I won or not. I was just like, it was so much fun. If I don't get my hand raised, it is what it is. But I did, so I was super excited. I remember there was a point where like I celebrated and I went up to the camera and I was cursing up a storm, because I was so excited I won. And they had to like click off me real quick. But yeah, I was so excited. It was super
And,
awesome.
and I can't believe I'm actually getting ready to have this reference coming up, but it's kind of like the Oscars we saw between Chris Rock and Will Smith. I mean, whenever he said Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me, well, might as well have the FCC trying to bleep out the curse words that you brought out last Saturday.
Yeah,
Oh man.
exactly. It was awesome though.
Uh,
It's very similar to that.
and we're And real quick, before I continue on, if you guys want to get a chance to follow Miss Sidney, I encourage you guys to get a chance to follow her on Instagram. Make sure to follow her, Sidney ehler _. If you got a chance to post a combo on your story that I saw earlier, and
Yeah,
I
you
know
like
how much
that?
that was awesome. That was tremendous. That was tremendous. Talk about that. I mean, have you worked on your combos? Did you ever expect that to happen?
Yeah, so I have a pretty solid one too. That's why like it was my first fight, so I really like in my head it was pretty much blank. Like my mind was pretty much blank. So I just like was doing stuff out of like just repeating it. Like I repeat it in the gym, so it was just like natural. It came naturally, the 1-2. So that's like my bread and butter right there. I got a solid 1-2. So yeah, and I was I also practiced fighting backwards quite a bit. So every time she'd have me against the fence, I would always clip her. And I have quite a few clips of that too. But yeah, I've been practicing quite a bit. So that 1-2, that's my bread and butter, baby.
Well, for any of your future opponents, better watch out for the combos because I mean they're coming.
Yeah, you tell them, you let them know.
Well, my next question to you, and yeah, you talked about this earlier, and you got a chance to train with Shamir, and you know how experienced of a fighter she is. You know everything that she does for the sport of MMA and kickboxing, etc. Well, how much does it mean to you the fact that you got a chance to learn something from such an incredible fighter like Shamir, and the fact that she gave you the knowledge that she's given you?
It's so awesome. Like I love it. It's super cool to be around someone that fights for Invicta, which is like a crazy cool promotion, something that I want to be in. eventually, you know. I want to get there eventually. So of course, like it means a whole lot to me that she even like took me under her wing and she's pretty much a mentor to me. So it's just I don't know, it's super cool. It's crazy how the stars align like that.
And yeah, a very experienced fighter. And yeah, I believe, this is just the start of an amazing career that you're going to have. And I think the best is yet to come for you. And so the next question I have is a really good question. So, I asked you earlier about this, but you're currently part of the LGBTQ community. And of course, everyone from that community is trying to be able to make a difference in many different ways. And well, sorry about that. Kind of cut out for a little bit, but I'm good. But everyone in there is trying to be able to make a difference. Everyone's trying to be able to make an impact. How much does it mean to you the fact that you get a chance to represent that community, especially in your first fight? And what type of impact are you trying to be able to make to the community itself?
It means a lot to me. The impact that I want to, I guess, bring is like you can pretty much do anything that you want. And it is like a very masculine sport, but I still have a little bit of femininity. Sorry, my bad. I messed that word up. But I still, you know, I still have a little bit of that sprinkled in there. It's just I don't that's a good question. I guess just like be a fighter. You can like Shamir's gym, for example. She's very inclusive in her gym and like a lot of people feel more comfortable going to her gym because it is so inclusive. I also would like to have like be a part of that as well, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. And of course, not only do you have a tremendous amount of respect from Shamir and, of course, others, but of course, your girlfriend as well, who has been supporting you, pretty much been by your side through all this. I want to get a chance to ask you about her. How much does she mean to you, especially since she's helping you, building you up into the kickboxing world?
She means so much to me. She's my number one supporter for real. Like anytime I need something like a massage or something after a hard day of training, she's right there. Like she means a lot to me. And it's really cool that she is my number one supporter, especially like in the beginning of my career, you know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, whatever, like you're never going to be anything. Like you're just, you know." But she really believes in me and she's like it's super cool to have her.
And of course, shout out to her because I mean, our loved ones are our number one supporters, our biggest
Shout
supporters.
out. Mhm.
Because in reality, it doesn't matter if it's all the supporters. Support is great, but whenever you have the support from your loved ones, that means the world to you. That means the world to all of us. So I want to send a shout out to her because she has been a huge amount of support to you, and I know how much she means to you. So shout out to her.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So, Joe, I want to get a chance to ask you this, and it's already going to be a week now since the fight. I mean, what is something that you're going to look back on, from the first time you get a chance to be able to fight? Now that your first time you get a chance to train, I mean, first time for everything for you. I mean, what's something you're going to look back on, especially with this journey that you're having?
Um I guess like how should I word this? Do you mean in like a positive way, a positive look back?
Yeah, in a positive way. Yeah, oh yeah, in a positive way. My apologies. I meant to say in a positive way. My apologies.
No, you're good. In a positive way, I would say like, dang girl, this is the start of a long journey ahead of you, like for real. It's the start of something really great, and I feel it.
Um, I believe the best, like I said before, the best is yet to come for you. And of course, my final question is that you have something booked for May 6th, I believe. Do you wanted to share about that?
I do. I have a fight May 6th. I believe it's going to be at 175, so I really got to get my cardio in check. It's at the Cotton Eye Joe. It's for the Aries Fight League down here in East Tennessee. I'm not totally sure who my opponent is yet, but we're working on it. Uh, that's about all. It's kickboxing as well too. So
Well, I definitely do wish you the best of luck on that. And once again, if you guys have not got a chance to follow her, make sure to follow her, Sidney ehler _. And final comments I have to say to you is I believe that's just something incredible for you. You are a tremendous fighter, a tremendous person, and I believe you're going to do great things. Shamir is going to teach you a lot of things, and yet she's going to be preparing you for a lot of stuff that you may not be ready for, but you'll be ready for eventually. It's in long due time, pretty much what I'm trying to say. But I believe in you. I believe everyone else is going to believe in you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making an impact because you're the one that's going in that cage, going in that ring and fighting. No one else but you. So I have a lot of respect for what you're doing, and I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing, girl.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, for real. I appreciate you having me on and everything.
Well, before we get a chance to hop off here, is there any final comments you want to say?
I guess just shout out to my team, man. They really made me the fighter I am today, and the best is yet to come, baby.
That's exactly what I want to hear, and I expect so much incredible things from you. I believe in you, and I think a lot of people who's going to be following you is going to believe in you. And I'll put that up there so everyone can make sure to get a chance to follow you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. I hope you had a great time. I will send you the link after it's over, but I'll let you go. Go enjoy the beautiful day up in Tennessee. Go enjoy the beautiful day and have a great one. Peace out. Peace out. That was Miss Cindy Ayler. Incredible interview, an incredible person. I cannot wait to get a chance to have her on. Many more interviews to come. But yeah, coming up next at 5 o'clock Eastern time, we have Miss Samantha Seth, who's going to be joining me at 5 o'clock. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I encourage you guys to go do so. Incredible stuff from here. So I cannot wait. I will see you guys later on. But until then, I am Jake saying so long.